to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it.
Down to the 25.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it.
And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Tua finding Gesicki there for Dolphin first.
On play action, here's Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tua to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 61 yards.
And the Steelers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the defensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down.